In the first video on Chapter 10, we learned about list objects and some operations that you can do on lists. And in this video, I hope to show you some ways that lists can be used to solve some programming problems. So here's a programming problem. I want to create a list of music that I like. I want to record the artist and the song title and the year that was first recorded. So I can do that using three variables: artist name, title, and year. And that's great. That allows me to save one song and one artist. But what if I had several songs and several artists that I wanted to do? Then if I want to add another song to my list using this method, I have to create some more variables. And if I had a lot of songs, well, that gets a little tedious. So this approach is really impractical to do this kind of job with. So we're going to try something else. I have a text file I've made that has a list of 4 songs that I like. So Living on a Prayer by Bon Jovi, recorded in 1986. Orinoco Flow, recorded by Enya. That was not done in 68. It was done in 79. Otis Redding is The Dock of the Bay, was recorded in 1968. And Living on the Edge by Aerosmith from 1986. So I have these in as a text file, but I want to be able to run a program that maybe I can add artists to this list, or maybe I can delete artists from this list. And I'm giving you a hint as to how we're going to do this. We're going to use lists. And you might notice that these are separated by commas, which might give you a hint as to something else we're going to do. Okay, so I have then this artist program, and this is kind of a long program, but hopefully when I'm done explaining it, all this will make sense. So there are 3 things that I want to be able to do. Well, 4 things, sorry. 4 things I want to be able to do with my list of artists and songs. I want to be able to print the list, at least for now. I may add things in the future. I want to be able to print the list. I want to be able to get the list from that songs.txt file. I want to be able to save the list to the songs.txt file. And I want to be able to put in a new song. Okay? So, first of all, I had to decide on a format. And the format I have here in this file. So it's going to be song title, year, artist. I could have done it in any order. That's just the order I happen to go with at the moment. And here's how the program's going to go. First of all, I'm going to use that file songs.txt in the procedure where I save the songs, and in the procedure or the function that I get the files or get the songs from the file. So a nice way to do that is to just hard code that file name into a variable and then pass that as a parameter to those procedures that are going to use it. That way, if you ever change the song or the file name, you only have to change it in one place and not in several places. Get songs is going to go out to that file and get the list of songs, and it's going to put it into a list called songs. We're going to print that list, and then we're going to ask, do you want to put in another song? And if you choose yes, we are going to input that song. That song is going to be in a list, and we're going to append that to the songs list. And then we're going to ask again, do you want to add another song? And you can keep adding as many songs as you want. We'll print out the list again, and then we will save that list. Okay. Let's go up here and look at then some of these procedures. Print artists. So to print artists, we pass in a list of songs. Remember that lists are iterable, which means we can do a for loop over that list of songs. And when we do that, each song has 3 parts. The first part is the title. Then the second part is going to be the year. And the last part is going to be the artist. So this is going to be song title was written in year by artist when we print that out. Get songs is going to create the list of songs. And each song in here is going to be represented as a list. So we open up the file, which we're passing in the file name as songs.txt. We're opening it up, we're reading it in, so we're going to open that in read mode. We're going to call it F. Files are also iterable, so we can do a for loop through that file. This is going to read in song as one single line, so it's going to do line by line. So this is going to be one of the lines in the file. That'll give us a song. When you read it in, we're going to strip off the end of line characters, and then we're going to split on that comma. So this first song, Living on a Prayer, we're going to split that on the commas, and we're going to make that into a list. And that list is going to be song title, year, and artist. And then we're going to take that list and append it to the songs list, and we're going to return that list of lists. And I think down here, after we do this, we have print artist, which prints it out kind of fancy like, but I'm going to print out songs so we can see what that list of lists looks like. So that's get songs. Save songs is going to take the songs list. We're going to pass that in the file name. Open the file in write mode. And then for now this is the list, right? This is the list of songs, so it's iterable. So for I in that, we're going to write out the first element of the list, comma separate it. Second element of the list, comma separate it. Last element of the list, and then we'll tack on an end of line character. And then finally, to input a song, this is a function that's going to return a list. So it's ended. It's got left and right brackets on it, and in that brackets we put in the song title, the year, and the artist. Okay, so let's go ahead and run this and see if good things happen. Oh, we went and we did a get songs. That read in the songs.txt file into the list of lists songs, and we printed that out. So here's your list of lists. This is the first entry. So this is the first song in the list, and remember we got that right here where it was song.strip off the end, split that into a list. That was that command made that first line in the file equal to that. And so we just went through the entire file making a list of lists. Then we went to print songs, which prints them out in maybe a little nicer format. And then it's wanting to know, do we want to enter another song? So yeah, let's put another song into our file. And the song title is going to be La Isla Bonita. And that was done in the year 1986 also. And the artist was Madonna. And do we want to put in another title? No, actually we can type anything but a capital Y. I didn't write my while loop very well, but I'll type in a capital No just to play along. We have a new list, so let's see, let's go down here. And right in here, we inputted that, I guess that's a word, inputted. We inputted that song. And then we appended that. So remember, we returned a list, and then we're appending that list for Madonna onto our list of songs. And then we save them. So if I go over here to songs.txt, oh, I never closed, did I? Yeah, okay. Whew, for a second I thought it wasn't closing my file, but I remember I'm doing the with open, so that closes it for me. And if we go over here, we have La Isla Bonita by Madonna in 1986. Okay, so there's a few things that I hope that you get out of this. I've made a rather complicated program compared to the first lesson video. This program has a lot more stuff in it. The idea was to show you how all those things that we've been building up to can be used to solve a real programming problem. You have a bunch of information. The information comes in different formats. You have a song title, you have a year, you have an artist name. You can have all kinds of things. And how do you put all the information together? Well, one way to do it is to put it all together into a list. And you can build that list then up of each one of those separate songs, which contains all the song information you want, into a bigger list. You can perform operations on that list. So lists can be a very powerful tool in your programming repertoire.